Thank you so much for volunteering your time to judge for Washington FBLA. Prior to the conference, you should have received an email with login information and a link to the Blue Panda judging system. If you haven't or there are any issues, please send us an email at competition@wafbla.org as soon as possible. Once you log in, you should be greeted with your dashboard. You'll be able to see the conference under the My Events section. On the right, you'll see your overall judging progress and a View Event button. Once you press that, you'll be taken to a list of all the competitive events that you'll be judging. From there, you'll be able to view each event submission by clicking on the View Section button. On this screen, you'll see a list of student names. There are 4 statuses the submission can be in: no entry, not started, in progress, and signed. To start or continue judging that event, press the View Entry button. On the entry screen, you'll see the event information at the top and the revision section on the bottom. If no revisions have been made, this section should be blank, and you'll have to press the Start Scoring button to begin judging. Once you press the Start Scoring button, the rating sheet will pop up. At the top of the rating sheet, you'll see a section titled Assets/Materials. This is where the link to the presentation and other material related to the student's entry is located. Please view this link before scoring. On the scoring sheet, follow the guidelines and select the proper amount of points for each expectation item for the student's entry. In addition to the point categories, there are tiebreaker sections. Please leave this blank during the first scoring. These will be used later in an event of a tie. At the bottom of the score sheet, there is a section for penalty points. Please review the event guidelines and assign penalty points if needed. Below that is an area for judges' comments. We encourage that you add comments and feedback for the student to read after the conference. These can be explanations on points received, general feedback, or helpful notes for the future. Students really appreciate the feedback judges give on their events and use it to improve on for the future. If you need to leave the rating sheet before completing it, press Save for later and return to it at a later time. Once you've completed the rating sheet, press the Sign button on the bottom right. If there are any issues or errors with the rating sheet, an error window will pop up. You'll need to address the errors to sign and submit the rating sheet. If there are no errors, then a signature window will pop up prompting you to re-enter your password and sign below. Click the Submit button to submit your rating sheet. This will take you back to the entry list where you can proceed to judge other students. Please be sure to review all the entries for all the competitive events on your dashboard. If you have multiple conferences, be sure to review each event submission for each conference as well. If the conference is permitting tiebreakers, follow these steps. Once you've scored all the entries for that event, go back and review all the entries to see if there are any ties or duplicate scores. If so, go back and modify the score sheets until every submission has a different score. Do this by pressing View Entry and then click Make Changes at the bottom of the signed rating sheet. It will confirm your intentions, duplicate the rating sheet, and create a new revision. This will allow changes to be made. This is when you will use the tiebreaker fields to edit the scores. The tiebreaker fields allow you to add or subtract any number of points for each expectation item without changing the original rating values. Please be sure to sign when finished. Thank you so much for volunteering your time to judge for Washington FBLA. Your hard work is helping prepare the next generation of leaders. If you have any questions or issues, please contact us at competition@wafbla.org.